I'm like a verse bottom. It's just I just have a big so like that's what they want. It's a 24-hour bar.
There's an upstairs. It's more of like the cruising room.
Whatever happens in the dark, hopefully it doesn't come to light.
I'm
It was
excited.
very popular upstairs one time.
When upstairs is closed, they like to come down here and suck.
You look gorgeous.
Well, of course, it's what Maybelline does for people.
Do you find that there's a lot of crossover with f***ing and escorting?
In New Orleans, it happens a lot.
Wait. I just want clarity.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take you home. How much it's gonna cost?
You have all this money you're getting, and then you're leaving the club, and people could see you and know that you have hundreds of dollars in cash.
My dad was also a preacher.
How was he with you
I
being gay?
was terrified up until I told him. Like I really do love cats. But like, there's no way I can like get a cat outfit without it looking totally femme. Because I've been told from certain like legendary queens that like, yeah, it looks cute, but we don't want to see that from you. We want you to give masculine male house down. I'm like a verse bottom.
Are you?
Yeah, it's just I just have a big so like that's what they want, and I don't have like a fat ass. It's little. It's muscle booty. I get tired of like people tugging on my dick all the time when I'm dancing. Like it gets sore, actually, especially when there's like money there, and if it's always a crisp dollar that just happens to cut you in the right
Like a paper
way.
cut.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's the worst place to get it. You know, when you're an entertainer, your whole job is to visually appease them, and if they have in their mind that they want you to be a big dumb top, it's kind of what I present.
As long as they're giving you the money, who cares what they think?
As long as that part.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry, so nice to meet you. Oh, you have such a nice smile. You're so cute.
Glad to be here.
Our first take of Timothy.
Yay, thank you for doing this. We're at Phoenix. Last night we're at Oz, which is like the crazy Bourbon Street gay club that was like what you'd think of as like a gay club in New Orleans.
Dance club. They got like 2 dance floors. A lot of coming, going tourists, younger crowd.
And now we're at like a more of a locals. It's like a leather bar, right?
Yeah. Leather bar, bears, pigs, freaks. This is it's a 24-hour bar. You can drink anytime you want, pretty much. I think the main reason why it's 24 hours is because they don't have the keys to the front door.
There's a store?
Yeah, there's still a lot of leather and I think some latex.
I've never even seen a gay club that has like a store like that.
And this is like the inside smoking area. It's cool.
What happens is there's an upstairs. It's more of like the cruising room.
Yes.
I can't bring the camera up there, but it's like, you know, they can understand what happens up there.
It's the dark room. Whatever happens in the dark, hopefully it doesn't come to light. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, a lot of promiscuous activities.
How long have you been working at this club for?
I did a go-go thing last year, actually the same time last year with me and another guy that was dancing at the club. And the owner was like, yeah, we cool if you can have like a regular event. I was like, well, I will start it for you. And he was like, we'll see. But like, because a lot of people say, oh, we'll do something, and never actually get to it. And I got to it, and like a whole year later, I was like, here's more dancers.
So just for clarity, so what is your job? Because you're like a booker for dancers.
Yes.
But you're also a dancer yourself.
Yes. Mainly because like I'm preparing for whenever I can't dance anymore. Like either my body gives out or an injury, or they just tell me we don't want you no more. So I'm preparing to help book other dancers because I know so many dancers. And so I have like 10 years of Rolodex of dancers and clubs and owners that are all looking for each other. And that's why they call me Booker, because I book it.
Okay, so like in 5 years from now, like your dream would be to have like, you're not even in the club dancing, you have like 100 dancers and you're like, okay, it's like Phoenix needs someone, okay, I'm gonna bring Skylar there.
Right.
Someone needs one, I'm gonna bring that person there.
All across the U.S. Yeah, that is literally it.
How are you, young man?
I'm great, how are you,
Not very big, but it looks powerful.
It does a lot, yes.
Yeah,
You look
okay.
gorgeous.
Well, of course, it's what Maybelline does for people.
There we go. Is calling you a stripper offensive?
No, I mean, because it is what I do. It's in my wheelhouse. I do stripping, like coming out of clothes and performances. But I mainly do go-go because there's more potential for money throughout the night. Like when you're stripping, you only make money that one time you're being seen, or unless you have like a booking fee. With go-go dancing, you're dancing all night, so whoever comes up and tips you, you can make more money.
Are there like rules or laws about what men can do with the dancers on the bar? Are they allowed to touch them, or what is allowed?
The rules are you cannot show your you can't show your booty. That's the number one rules.
Okay, but guys can touch you outside of your underwear
Right.
if they're tipping.
Right.
Nice.
They're supposed to be outside the underwear, yes.
Unless we go upstairs.
Oh, then that's not work. That's just fun.
Yeah.
I don't go up there. I don't go up there.
I shouldn't say that because that's not true. I feel like I'm giving a different vibe than they're used to. It's kind of the gig. That's what we're doing here.
Because it's like a leather bar, right?
Yeah, and this is like the Twink Takeover. So it's like, that's what I'm giving very like Twink Boy realness.
I'm so happy we're here.
I'm happy to be here.
I know you're excited about
I'm
it
so
too.
excited. I've been so pumped all week. I've talked about it forever.
You don't normally dance here? This is like
This is my first time. I've done a lot of other things here at the leather bar.
I'm
It was
excited.
very popular upstairs one time.
Yeah, wait, I'm gonna go upstairs and see what it's like.
Exciting. It's a lot.
People
Is it Sunday? Is it open today? I don't know if it's open today.
So you're gonna get on the bar and dance? Is that
No, the pool table. They put like a table. It's like it turns into a stage, and it's cool. These are more of the local spots. This is a good place for you to be, like to see like New Orleans, like local place, hang out, get bar. Like the other bars are cool in the quarter, but it's very tourist driven. This is very like regular, normal, like everyday people that live here kind of thing.
Another thing I want to talk about is the safety of dancing, because you have all this money you're getting and then you're leaving the club and people could see you and know that you have hundreds of dollars in cash.
True. I've never felt unsafe. I know it is like a real thing. I think maybe like having a little muscle kind of helps. But New Orleans is very community type city. Like no one's really gonna f with you unless you give them a reason to.
I love you saying that because, you know, before I came here, or even while I'm here, I keep hearing, be careful. People mug people break into cars here. Be careful, be careful.
Well, that they do. That is almost like a whole welcome to New Orleans if someone breaks into your car or just busts your window. Like it happens very often. So yeah, you can get robbed. But I've never like heard of a story where somebody like give me your money. I've never heard nothing like that.
Because you walk all around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you walked here tonight?
Tonight I took a lift because I was preparing to come tonight, so it took me a little bit longer.
What do you mean you're preparing? What do you mean?
I'm giving bottom vibes tonight. So
Oh, so you had to really get all ready.
and I don't usually do that.
So where in New Orleans do you live? Do you live in the French Quarter?
I live in the upper 9th Ward.
Is that a good area of New Orleans?
The upper 9th Ward is better than the lower 9th Ward as far as safety.
And do you have a roommate, or what's your living situation?
I have a roommate. I'm technically a houseboy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, so what does that mean exactly? Like a sugar baby?
It would if I was getting money, but I'm not getting money. I just I met this guy off a Grindr. He was the very first person I ever messaged on Grindr, and he just happened to travel in the same cities that I traveled. And I found out he liked cats, and I like cats. And so it just kind of like worked out. I was like, well, whenever you're out of town and I'm in town, I'll take care of your house. He is like a very much bachelor type. Like he came out later in his life, so he kind of still lives like a straight guy.
How old is he?
I think he's like early 50s.
Does he date and stuff, or are you the person he's dating?
He does date, but I know that I am a hindrance to that. Just me being around. I've seen the looks that these other young motherfuckers give me whenever I'm like leaving. Like they'll see me for like 5 seconds. Okay, going to work. And I'm like leaving the house, and I can just like feel these daggers. Like who is this sexy motherfucker you just got parade around your house? And I'm not paying them any attention, but then I'll see them in the street. And it's just so weird. It's like I know I'm fucking up his love life.
Does he want to be in a relationship with you, do you think?
Yes, but I'm not good for dating.
Do you guys hook up?
We have in the past, but not since I got in a relationship and then left and then came back.
So you have a good little situation.
Very good. I am very blessed. He could have been kicked me out. But I do. I mean, I take care of house. I take care of his cat, and I'm a very nice companion, even if you're not having sex with me.
I believe it. You have a really great energy. I could see you being like a positive vibe around the house.
They don't like hiring local dancers here
Why not?
because there's so much local things can happen. Like anything can happen to where like somebody can take him off the bar tonight and be like, I'll give you such and such dollars to leave. In New Orleans, it happens a lot.
Wait. I just want clarity.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take you home. How much it's gonna cost?
Like escorting.
Maybe. I don't want to say yes because it's more like so if you ask me to go home for your private dance, I guess you can call that escorting or you could call it a private dance.
But why would someone who's coming into town not do the same thing? If someone's coming into town to dance and someone propositions them, why wouldn't they leave too?
Because you're at work. You're supposed to stay here until you're done. You ain't supposed to leave. It don't matter how much depending on how much they offer you. But you're at work. You're not supposed to leave.
Do you find that there's a lot of crossover with shipping and escorting?
Oh yes, very much so. I used to do a little something back in the day when I was young and supple. I didn't have quite the fur I have now, but
So social media plays into like your success as a dancer?
I think it used to not as much, but now it really does. Like now it's all about the numbers and how many followers you have and if you've done before, if you've have an OnlyFans, like all of that. Like one gig I was working at in Kentucky was like, it was a campground, it was a gay campground. So I'm gonna be naked at some point. I was like, I'm gonna need at least 300 for that. And they're like, but you don't do porn. I was like, I'm still getting naked. And I do have like a following, but you know that I'm gonna dance when I get there. And they're like, we'll see. But I had another dancer with me, so like our numbers together made it worth it to them to pay us that much.
Have you thought about getting into?
I have before, as far as like, it'd be a career, but I don't like that much. I really don't. He's got some of my shit. It just depends on how you gonna do it. Give it to me right here. Come here.
You know everybody around here.
I'm trying to. I hate to like be so like climb the ladder, but it's like I'm not just doing this for shit and giggles. Like I'm making it a career, so you kind of have to know people. I'm very much an introvert. I'm very antisocial.
I can be too.
So it kind of forces me to, if you want to do this business, you have to know this person, talk to this person.
Where are you from?
Goldsboro, North Carolina. But I'm a military kid, so every 4 years I moved until I was 15.
Wow, was it hard to make friends then? Because you'd always be moving about?
Very hard. It's still hard. I would love some friends. You want to be my friend? You see how hard that is? No, but really though, like it's like I kind of joke about it. It's not really that sad because I do love my life and I like being alone and be able to come and go as I please. It's hard to make real friends that don't want anything from you.
It is hard as an adult to make friends. It's an investment. It's almost like starting a new relationship. It's like you have to really get to know somebody, and there's a lot of time and energy.
It is. When it's also like it is a real relationship, but more. I say like I have more love for my friends than some hookup.
So your dad was in the military, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm. He was in the Air Force. My dad was also a preacher. So, but he wasn't as strict as you think. Like he got freedom to do what we should do as children growing up, but be home at a certain time. Like cut out all the whatever your friends are doing, you can't do.
So then, how old are you when you realized that you were gay?
I think I always knew. I didn't know the name for it until I was like maybe like 10 or 11.
How was he with you being gay?
I was terrified up until I told him. And then he was very understanding, like very nice, very understanding. Of course, he gave me his whole Bible speech, but he was really cool about it.
What did he say?
Just, I love you. I'm never going to be embarrassed by you or not accept you. I just worry about you, and I just want you to be happy.
Wow.
Pretty much kind of almost verbatim that. He said, I'm going to do it for the Lord. I really think that's what happened. He was very understanding.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, he was really cool about it. And then he found out that my sister was lesbian. He like gave her the whole same speech, but much shorter and with less energy. Like something in the Kool-Aid. Somebody in the family drank the Kool-Aid. But he's really understanding. I love it for it.
This has been so interesting. I have loved meeting you. I love your drive and your determination, and I'm so excited to hear where it goes with you.
You will see it. You definitely gonna see me.
Yes.
Not the last time.
BookATea.
Yeah, Matt.
Yes.